Hey guys, we're here with Andy at the NAMM show once again this year. He's going to tell us about some more of the guitars that Yamaha has for us in the upcoming months. Andy, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Jake, for coming out. We really appreciate it. The wall we're looking at right now is our premium guitars. So these are all made in Japan guitars, kind of the flagship of their individual line. But as you know, as a retailer and as a media thing, every guitar on this wall has a different voice from the guitar next to it. So the A series sounds nothing like the FG Red Label. I've got the new FG 9s as we go over, and then all the way to the LL26. So premium guitars available at most retailers, but all affordable. You know, most are under $2,000 for a handmade guitar built in Japan. So once again, value propositions on top of just awesome guitar builds. So we're very proud to show this off, but I've got another wall of stuff that's going to show off, which I think will be really attractive to your viewer.
Let's check that out. So we've got some more additions to the lineup this year for Yamaha. Andy, what do we have on this amazing wall? It looks like we got some neat stuff.
Yeah, I've got nothing really new, but what we have is kind of a new product category. We look at a price point of $500 to $1,000, and we call that performance grade. So maybe it's a player's second or third guitar, but it's a way to keep them in Yamaha, and once again, value proposition. We're going to give you way more guitar than what that price tag says. So I think that's for your viewers out there. I think that's one of those things with Yamaha is we have a tendency to overbuild guitars as far as quality and feature set, and then we can keep the price in check. So everything that you see on this wall going left to right is $500 to $1,000. That's the meat of the curve of what the industry is all about, and Yamaha doesn't neglect that player at all. So as you can see, from our beautiful LL16 to those Red Label guitars that we talked about on that other wall, just as spectacular, hand-built, scalloped, braced, great electronics, and kind of the state of the art of what we're doing as far as acoustic guitar builders. As we come over, if your viewer or player hasn't played a Trans Acoustic guitar yet, they have no idea what they're missing.
And if you are not familiar with the Trans Acoustic guitar, check out our interview with NAMM from, I think it was last year.
Was that me?
Yeah, we've met before, Andy. Where actually, and you'll see it in the video, these blew me away when we were in the sound booth.
So what we have now is I've got a solid top and laminated back and side guitar that has some special electronic magic in it. What we can do for a viewer is put reverb and chorus inside of the guitar unplugged. So if you can hear this with a microphone. So all of that reverb and chorus that you're hearing is actually generated inside of the guitar. We're not plugged into anything. Now if I plug into a PA system or amplifier, those effects will come down the cable, and then I can easily work it through a simple interface of 3 knobs, 2 different types of reverb and chorus, and then an output master volume. We also do this in a nylon string guitar. We also do this in a parlor size guitar. We do this in an all solid wood version too. And in the acoustic world, there's pretty sounding, but there's not a lot of pretty innovative, right? There's a couple of companies that do some neat things. If you haven't had a chance yet, is head on down to your local retailer, find one of these guitars, and you'll be amazed by it. Practical knowledge from my house, I play this guitar longer. I don't put it down as fast. So even for somebody that's been playing for 45 years, I've now found a reason to play more guitar.
And this guitar actually, if I remember right, has a little bit of magic inside in the placement of the internal electrics.
Yeah, so there's a neat thing to where all that reverb that you're hearing is actually splashing off the back of the guitar. So when I'm sitting in a room, I get this sound that kind of envelops me on all sides, and it's one of the neatest things that we've done. We're about 7 years into the product cycle and having so much fun with it. For the fact it's fun to blow people's minds in the acoustic room where it doesn't happen a lot.
And that's exactly what happened to me. I thought the sound was coming from behind us somewhere.
That's Trans Acoustic.
And that's amazing.
Finishing up the wall here as we kind of work our way over. We talked about Trans Acoustic nylon string. I was never a fan of chorus on steel string guitar. The chorus on the nylon string is just fantastic. But once again, Here we talk about Yamaha innovation. The Silent Guitar Series is a steel string or nylon string instrument that has built-in electronics, a built-in headphone output, built-in auxiliary input. So if I have music on my phone or on a CD player, I can actually interject it into the guitar and have it come down the cable with my regular guitar signal.
Very nice.
The body disassembles. That's about the size of the gig bag that it comes with. So it travels well, goes in the overhead compartment of any airline. If you have a church customer, this is the perfect church guitar for the fact there's no volume. They can control everything through the front of the house. They can keep the stage relatively quiet.
And this actually, I believe this technology also exists in some of the upright basses, if I remember right.
Yeah, so the Silent series goes over to horns, goes over to violins. We have a Silent upright bass series as well. So we're having a lot of fun with this. And once again, it's that marriage of the guys in the white lab coats that we have plenty of, right? We're an audio and science company. And then the people in the wood shop is how do we get them to play nicely together to make innovative products for your viewer and for our customer. That's Silent guitar. Very, very cool stuff. A quick focus down here real quick. We make a great line of desktop amplifiers called THR, okay? We're into the second generation of THR product, but now what we've done is we've added a THR acoustic amplifier. So this is cool for the fact as opposed to having amplifier models, it has microphone modeling. So we can hear your acoustic guitar with various microphones modeled to it. Also has a secondary XLR input, so I can sing and play at the same time. Rechargeable battery, Bluetooth, there's an app, there's a wireless receiver under the hood where you can add the Line 6 G10T transmitter and actually have a completely wireless rig. Very, very cool. THR is big for us still, and we're in our 11th year of that product and just absolutely having so much fun with it.
I can tell you guys are having fun with it, and I'm sure the players are having fun with it as well. This is, like he said, innovative technology, and take it from me, I was complaining just earlier, not being able to bring a guitar because it's so hard to bring on a plane. Yamaha always has the answers. So if you're in the market, check these guys out. Andy, thank you again.
You got it. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jake.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And now we've got some electrics to look at. Andy, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so what we do as far as Yamaha, as far as electric guitars, is kind of divide them up into two camps. We have the 24 3/4 inch scale player and the 25.5 inch scale player. And you guys that have been playing a while, you know what kind of guitars those equate to. So our 24 3/4 inch scale instrument is RevStar, second generation of the product. Absolutely fantastic guitar with some great innovation to it. Once again, Yamaha's innovating, trying to push technology forward into these instruments. We have a nice entry-level series starting at about $499.
That's a good price.
Still has a chambered body, where we chambered all the bodies on this thing to kind of tune them to be a little easier on the ear, right? We can tame some of those harsh mid-range frequencies by removing wood in certain places. We know how to do that. We build pianos and all that stuff as well. So with RevStar, what I'm going to be able to give you at that mid-range price point is stainless steel frets, a 5-way switch with 2 pickups, so I can get you that 2 and 4 out-of-phase Strat-style sounds that we're used to. And then under the tone control is a passive mid-boost. So there's no battery on board, but what we can do is when I pull that switch up, it shifts the tone stack to low mid-range and ups the output. So to me, as a P90 player, with the switch down, I get 5 sounds of just beautiful P90 glassiness. When I pull up the switch, it sounds like a humbucker guitar. Nice. So I think that's, for your viewers out there, 10 sounds out of one guitar before they ever have to step on anything is a complete benefit as a player. And that's RevStar, right? So the Standard Plus and the Professional model, just fantastic instruments. But the big debut for your people is the second generation. It's a lot longer than that. But the latest iteration of what Pacifica can be. Okay. So what we've done is we've taken Pacifica upscale. Big news is the pickups are a partnership with Rupert Neve. So for your audio people out there, you're going to geek out on that because Rupert Neve is one of the biggest names in the industry.
Yes.
In the guitar world, we knew that they were working on some pretty neat technology to make a wider sound field pickup. So what we're able to do here with 2 single coils and a humbucker is get you those sounds that we're kind of used to with other manufacturers, but a wider sound field without that little mid-range bump in the middle. And now I've got a bridge pickup that doesn't crush the single coils in the neck. So you can actually go through the 5-way switch and not have to ratchet down the volume when you get to that back pickup. Coil splitter, of course, right? So we're gonna give you all that stuff. Nice heel carve too. So what we get, very, very comfortable in the hand. Stainless steel frets, right there. What we learned on this guitar is now coming over to this guitar. Godot locking tuners and a Godot trem system, all for $1349. So it's very, very nice. And then we go upscale to a made in Japan model, a little over $2,000. IRA treatment on the top wood, compound radius neck on that goes from 9 1/4 to 13 down here. So that's our big debut for 2024 at NAMM.
And that's a great pickup arrangement because I know a lot of LP players or the humbucker players, a great amount of them really just use the bridge.
That's all. They don't leave the bridge position. So what I like about this is I can go between the switch and not have to roll down that volume when I get back there on the humbucker mode. And this pickups sound spectacular. And I'm old and jaded, everybody, but this really impressed me. I really was.
We're impressed as well. You guys check out Yamaha's new gear coming out. All affordable, all innovative, all top of the line.